Hey everyone, if you're sitting there right now just staring at a YouTube Studio dashboard that literally hasn't moved in weeks, well, this explainer is exactly what you need. Today we're breaking down a highly effective, super focused strategy. We're calling it the 5-minute blueprint for tech channel growth. I'm honestly so excited to guide you through this today because we're looking at the exact actionable steps that successful new tech channels are using right this second to grow fast. We're skipping all the fluff and diving straight into what actually works today.
So 20 to 30. Does that specific number look painfully familiar to anyone? It is incredibly frustrating when your channel feels completely frozen, right? You put your absolute heart into an upload, you hit publish, you cross your fingers, and it just stalls out at exactly 20 to 30 views. It kind of feels like you're shouting into an empty room. But don't worry, you are definitely not alone in this, and more importantly, it is completely fixable. You see, if you're stuck in this specific view count purgatory, it usually points to one major foundational issue in how you're approaching your content.
Section 1, the copy-paste mistake.
Okay, let's dive right into fixing that stagnant view count. We first have to identify the root cause, and honestly, it's a mindset issue just as much as a content issue. Until we correct it, breaking past those 20 views is going to be an uphill battle. It's so tempting to look at the massive giants of the industry, channels like TechBurner or Technical Grugy. They're out there doing general phone unboxings, broad tech reviews, and massive showcases. And what do new creators typically do? They look at that immense success and they just copy-paste the exact same format. They start doing general phone unboxings too. But here's the harsh reality. When the audience already has massive, highly produced channels to watch, why on earth would they watch a brand new creator do the exact same thing? Spoiler alert, they won't. You simply cannot compete on their playing field. Instead, as a new creator, you desperately need a unique angle. You need a problem-solving approach. You really have to give the viewer a specific, compelling reason to click on you that the big guys just aren't providing.
Step 1. Niche down. Think of the algorithm like a giant matchmaking system. It desperately wants to match your video with the perfect viewer. But if you upload a smartphone review on Monday, an app tutorial on Tuesday, and then a coding guide on Wednesday, the algorithm is going to be completely confused. It literally won't know who your ideal audience actually is, so it just stops recommending you altogether. So, what does niching down actually look like in practice? Well, instead of being a general tech channel, you need to pick a very specific lane. Maybe you focus exclusively on budget gadgets, like specifically Android accessories under a certain price point. Or perhaps you dedicate your channel entirely to AI productivity tools. Maybe it's deep dive app reviews or strictly smart home tech. By narrowing your focus to just one of these specific categories right out of the gate, you instantly begin building a highly targeted, loyal audience. When a viewer finds your video on AI tools and realizes your entire channel is dedicated to making them more productive with AI, they're going to hit subscribe instantly because they know exactly what value you bring to the table.
Step 2. Content presentation.
Now, tech audiences are notoriously smart, and they highly value their time. If your presentation is lacking, they absolutely won't stick around. In fact, if you start your explainer with a long, drawn-out, boring intro like, "Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about," they are going to abandon you in exactly 5 seconds. You absolutely must execute 3 non-negotiable rules for keeping their attention. Number 1, audio is king. You don't need a $1,000 setup, but you absolutely must invest in a good budget microphone. Bad audio is literally the fastest way to lose a viewer. Number 2, keep it dynamic. You need visual cuts, zoom-ins, or B-roll footage at least every 30 seconds. A static, unchanging shot is just going to put your audience to sleep. And number 3, going right back to what we just discussed, use an ultra-short intro. Hook the viewer immediately, tell them exactly what value they're going to get, and get straight into the content. Respect their time, and I promise you, your retention rates will skyrocket.
Step 3, packaging and consistency.
You could honestly have the best, most well-researched, perfectly edited explainer in the entire world, but if the packaging is wrong, it's essentially invisible. It really comes down to this fundamental truth of the platform. No matter how good the content is, if the thumbnail and title aren't strong, no one will click. It is just that simple. Your thumbnail and title are your storefront window. To succeed, you must design clean, attractive thumbnails. This means featuring a very clear image of the product you're discussing paired with large, highly readable text. You have to spark curiosity instantly to drive up that click-through rate, because at the end of the day, if they don't click, they can't watch.
But alongside those highly clickable thumbnails, you've got to establish a fixed schedule. This is the consistency part of the equation, and it's a real game changer. You are essentially training your audience. If they know exactly which day and time your new content drops, they'll actually start looking forward to it. This regularity doesn't just build a habit for your viewers, it fuels your own long-term momentum. It turns a casual one-off viewer into a dedicated fan who eagerly awaits whatever you drop next.
Your next steps.
Going forward, I really want you to stop thinking about your uploads as just random content and start treating your channel growth like an actual science. This blueprint we just walked through is exactly how you restart your growth engine. Niche down to solve a specific problem, keep your presentation fast and crisp with fantastic audio, and package it all up with undeniable thumbnails on a consistent schedule. So I want to leave you with this provocative challenge. Have you decided on your unique angle in your fixed schedule? Don't just listen to this breakdown and move on. Act on it. Take 10 minutes right now to define exactly what specific problem your tech channel is going to solve, and write down the exact days you're going to publish. If you follow these steps, that frozen view count is going to become a thing of the past. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this blueprint today. Now get out there and keep creating.